Okay, I will go ahead and get things started here. So everyone, welcome to November Demo Day. I'm going to kick things off with a couple updates to production scheduling. So let me share my screen. So first, there have been a couple updates to wo.control where we have some toggles that enable functionality within production scheduling. So the first item is an operation time increment. So this allows us to snap drag drop events as well as calendar date time picker events to given increments. So if you can set this to 1 or any other value. So right now I have it set to 15 minutes. I'll show what that does here in a moment. We've also introduced a new option to flip the layout order. So if a given customer wants to have the chart on top instead of the orders on top. So this is the current view with unscheduled orders on top, the chart's on the bottom. I'm going to flip this real quick to be chart on top, then I'll log out and back in and show how that looks. And then sneak preview of some color coding changes. This will, I can't show this yet, but this will allow us to have the color of an item in the chart correspond to the status of that work order. So that's going to be coming shortly, but not quite there yet. So I'll just save wo.control and we will log out and back in. Right, so now when we go to production scheduling and click the scheduling tab, the chart should be on top. So that toggle allows us to do that. The increment that I was talking about, so as we drag an item here, it will now snap to those 15-minute increments. So if I drop it at 4:09, it's going to pop to 4:15. So it just makes it a little easier to schedule in those defined increments. Having difficulty getting it close enough to 5 to snap to 5, but there we go. And then additionally, if you click on an item and you go into the date time picker, it will increment in those 15-minute increments here as well. We left the ability to have a manual time entered here. So if you really wanted it to end at 5:12, you can just type that in manually instead of using the date picker control. So yeah, that's the main changes to production scheduling. Hopefully we'll have that color coding availability in the next demo to show that. So from here, I'm going to bounce it over to Alex, who is going to show a new feature allowing password resets. Alex?
Okay, yes. So I will be showing password reset functionality, and this is available in Rover, and other backend integrations can also make use of it. So we're going to work with this user timeout here, and I'm just going to update their password to test12345 for the sake of our example here, and say they must change the password at next login. So now when we try to log in here, get a prompt saying you must update your password before proceeding. And so we're going to update it to test123456. Actually, first we can show a failure case here. So if we type in a password that doesn't satisfy the system's requirements, you can give that a shot and we'll come up with a warning. And so this all comes from the back end, so any integration can set their own rules and then provide their own messaging around those rules to let a user know what the password should be. So then once you've updated your password, it'll let you log in just as normal. And then just to confirm or prove that we have indeed updated our password, just try to log in with that new password. There we go. And so there's some other little nuances and things behind there. So if you sit on that update password screen for too long, it'll kind of time you out and force you to log back in, so nobody can change your password on you if you walked away from your desk on that screen, kind of a thing. And some other things like that. But that's really the quick overview of the password update.
All right, thanks, Alex. Next, we'll kick it over to Assad, who will show us some updates to the opportunities section of customer inquiry.
Yep, I'm right here in the customers module. So we've added some enhancements to the the opportunities tab here. Prior to this, when you would select an opportunity from the table or create a new opportunity, it would route you over or navigate you over to the sales module. So I'm going to start here by creating a new opportunity, and you notice now that it's showing in this tab view, this tab ribbon right here. So we can go ahead and just go ahead and start creating a new opportunity. And just for testing purposes, we're going to create this, save it, and you'll notice that the new opportunity got updated with the ID right here. And then we can also go ahead and see that it's coming up in the table now. And if we wanted to go ahead and update an existing opportunity, I'm just going to update one from already from the table, just to show you that we can support multiple tabs now of opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and change this one to closed, and then we can go ahead and save that for 238 closed bot. Go back to the table, and then we'll sort it again. And we have it right here showing in the table. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions?
All right. Thanks, Assad. And to close things out, we'll send it over to Shoshana, who's going to show an early integration of form control options on saving a new receipt in the inventory module.
Yes. So here we are in our inventory module, and we just select a PO, check off a line item, and click save. Then you'll see these form options pop up. And you can do, pretty much you can email, and if there are saved emails in the system, that will automatically populate in the to field, and you could send that off. And then you could also download it for printing, and that will pop up here. And then you just close it out and move on and do more stuff. That's it. And that's all pulled from the form control option in the Rover desktop client. So it's all customizable, whichever options you want to appear will appear.
Yeah, so this is our first implementation of using those form control options to display, print and email options when saving a document on the web, but those will start showing up in other places where appropriate. All right. Well, thank you all very much.